Artificial intelligence. In this day and age of modern technology, AI has played a significant role in shaping the way we work and live in our lives. In recent years, AI has played an instrumental role in making technology more user-friendly and increasing our productivity. However, this is not the case for everybody, as AI has been detrimental to some people's jobs. And this is for one reason: copyright. Many people fear that AI-generated content poses a threat to people's creativity and jobs. Therefore, a crucial question emerges. How will copyright laws adapt to the surge of AI-generated content within the next 2 decades? The worries about AI and copyright is already well known, as President Biden had issued an executive order about the safety of artificial intelligence.
The White House said that their goal is generally to increase AI safety and security and also foster AI innovation in the United States.
This order builds on the critical steps we've already taken to ensuring the AI Bill of Rights to bring together leading AI companies who agreed to voluntarily make certain commitments to make sure AI is safe and the system is secure.
Safety isn't everything. How AI is subject to copyright is another concern.
The current laws, as they've been interpreted by some of the courts and by the Copyright Office, is that AI-generated content isn't subject to copyright protections.
The ruling is that a work of art without any human input cannot be copyrighted under U.S. law.
And so copyright law is pretty limiting because it's not clear what it does there, and it doesn't really give creators a clear-cut way to defend any infringement on their work.
Intuitively, you might say, well, as an author, it's my right to decide whether my work can be used to train an AI. When you actually decompose that into the steps that take place in order to effect the training or create the model, none of those steps actually violate really well-settled principles of copyright law.
There is some effort to change the law to require consent or payment, or at least disclosure when AI has generated something, mostly to respond to the possible labor displacement. And figuring out what kinds of human input count and what kinds of machine input don't count is going to be something the courts are going to struggle with.
Currently, the way that copyright works is that it provides protection for an author's work, keeps people from copying it, keeps people from creating derivative works from it and distributing copies of it, and depending on the type of work, performing or displaying copyrighted work. And I think in the context of deciding whether AI generated content is subject to copyright protection, you would also have to consider what protections are available to it. Is it the same as what a human author gets, or is it some different or limited subset of those rights?
I think you give protection to people who create and innovate in artificial intelligence, but don't give protection to the output, to the things that artificial intelligence creates.
And it is entirely possible that we might change copyright law to prohibit all of that conduct, right? To make, transient copies, mathematical analysis, memorializing of analysis and software. We might make all of those things a copyright violation. And as someone who cares very deeply about the labor rights of creative workers, I am concerned that this will not accomplish what we hope it will, which is to get creative workers paid more.
Some kind of legislation that protects those people or allows them to engage in kind of a way where, if you have someone training on your content, then you have to give some kind of permission, or you need compensation, or you need some kind of royalties.
So maybe we say, okay, if your work is in the training data set, you're entitled to share the revenues from the company that makes it.
In conclusion, the evolving landscape of artificial intelligence demands a comprehensive reevaluation and adaptation of copyright laws over the next 2 decades. The current legal framework struggles to address the intricacies posed by AI-generated content, spanning issues from the training of systems with copyrighted data to the lack of accountability for data subjects featured in these creations. Striking a balance between protecting the rights of artists and creators, ensuring explicit content and compensation for data usage, and establishing robust mechanisms for accountability is imperative. As AI continues to advance, the legal system must keep pace, fostering an environment that encourages innovation while safeguarding the interests of those contributing to the data that fuels these technologies. The future of copyright laws should be shaped by a forward-thinking approach that anticipates the challenges posed by AI, providing clarity, protection, and fairness for all stakeholders involved in the creative process.